Superman number 24, Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason. Patrick Gleason also doing some art along with Doug Mankey. So this is the next part of the Black Dawn arc. Obviously, we were very critical of the last issue. This one is an improvement, I'm happy to say. Some of the overall effects of some of the complaints from the last one still kind of linger a little bit. Namely, the build up to the reveal of, like, Cobb and the daughter. Like, as much as I like that they turn out to be not bad people, and I can actually see what's her name? What's the girl's name again?
Kathy.
Thank you. I can see her actually sticking around now. Given that they're actually making her someone who is actually sympathetic, and given that she's now an alien who's kind of stranded, it kind of makes her relatable to John and Clark. It's a nice.
Where John's half human.
Yeah.
Right, and was born there. This is his kind of in keeping the Superman mythos. Also, she looks a bit like a Brainiac to me.
Yeah, I can see it.
Well, but she looks Kaluan.
Because we see Manchester Black kind of strong arms them into sort of joining them by, like, he comes in and, like, saves them from this disaster kind of thing.
Yeah, and then it's like, I saved you, so you've got to.
Yeah, and that's how they roped him in. And we can see right away that there's already some dissent where Cobb's kind of reconsidering, them helping him and that kind of thing. But some of the, as much as I'm liking kind of what they're taking with this now, it is some of the overall effect of how they kind of built up to the reveal. I feel like maybe they could have spent more time seeding some of this stuff. It feels a little bit kind of thrust upon us now in these last couple issues. But it's certainly better than last issue. The art layout issues we had last time aren't really here in this one. So that's nice. There's no ridiculous shock moment of Lois getting a leg cut off, which is also lovely.
Yeah. She is in the hospital.
When
we see her. Yeah. We can't see her legs, so I'm a little bit worried.
I am positive they will fix it. I do actually like the pages of Superman leaving. It's like, you have to go. John needs you. Everyone needs you. And he stands sort of in front of the window. It's just the sort of the orange glow of the blinds coming through the blinds from the dawn, or not even dawn, dusk light.
Then you have the great shot of her looking out the window as after he flies off.
Yeah. So John actually shows up, and then Manchester Black basically, in his cocky manner, just kind of comes out and he's like, "Yep, me, mate."
I forgot how much I hated Manchester. Yeah, I forgot how much I hated this character, and not like I want him off, and I don't like when he's used. He's one of those characters, like,
he's written to be hated.
Exactly.
He's basically just John Constantine, but like, evil
with telekinesis.
Yeah, sure, he's got a power, but like, just his attitude reminds me of him, and it's everything I don't like about John Constantine.
Well, it's
British dick.
A British dick. Yeah. Speaking of, that's
Connor. The means. But yeah, the whole ends justify the means, kind of with him, and he's kind of been not corrupting, because but he's trying to pervert, I guess, John, and turn him into that type of superhero where the ends justify the means, and he can get to him. He couldn't get through to Superman because Superman was already set, but he can get through him, and I'm still not exactly sure how he's doing that. Like, what is that stuff that he's using to control John? Like, it's from the swamp. Did he bring it with him from?
It's the black goo from Alien Covenant and Prometheus.
There you go. That actually make that more. That actually make Covenant.
I do like the theme here of the corrupting youth.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it is. It's like, no, you're formed, your ideals are already set. Yep. We can't do anything with that. But the youth, we can shape that. We can change that.
And he keeps saying this. Cycles back around to the beginning of the show that Superman needs an edge. And he's kind of like, well, no, he doesn't. Manchester Black is all edge. He's not a hero. Yeah. Superman's fine. He's gotten by this far. He doesn't need that edge. And I feel it's almost a meta commentary, especially with what's going on with, the Justice League movie and Wonder Woman. It's all been in the front of our brain.
I'd expect that to play in hard to the final issue of this arc, when it all comes to a head, they stand up and it's like, we don't need that.
Yeah, and Superman wins kind of thing, and maybe even John kind of overcomes what's going on. It's actually a very simple issue. Manchester Black shows up, Superman tries to fight him, it doesn't go, so Crypto jumps in at one point.
Sick 'em.
Cobb tries to actually help, and he gets apparently killed, leaving Kathy on her own, which is why I'm thinking, oh, maybe they'll look after Kathy now. Maybe she'll become like a...
Batman takes in orphans.
Hey,
maybe
Batman's around.
maybe John and Kathy can get some of that Flash TV kind of weird, we're kind of brother sister, but we really want to have sex too kind of thing going with her.
Maybe when they're about.
I also
When they're old, I don't mean now, but yeah, like when they're older, they're going to, and it's going to be a bit
feel
creepy.
that she, being green skinned, she could go off with Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh
Go
yeah,
do the shade thing.
just pretend
Yeah.
she's their kid.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd work. So that's the thing. So Superman breaks free everyone else at the end, but then Manchester Black struggles and takes over John's mind and turns him into Superboy Black, which is kind of the big cliffhanger at the end. So we've got a team of the previous, the Elite with Superboy Black, and that's who they're going to fight. I assume the next issue is the finale, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Damian's going to tee off on John, and I'm not even going to be mad.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have to
deserve
pull
it
back.
at the minute.
Yeah, like he's controlled. He can take a beating. He'll be fine. But they brought back up when Batman first showed up, and we had the first interaction between John and Damian. That John could end up being more powerful than Superman, and Manchester Black brings that back up. So interested to see where it goes.
Yeah.
One art complaint: the second to last page. It's the panel where it's Superman. You have the Frankensteins and Batman and Robin behind him. Superman looks awful, like in the chest.
Yeah,
it's just bad.
Yeah, he's kind of
looks rushed.
He's missing his the separation of his
Yeah,
of his moobs.
Yeah, that
They're called
and then
pectorals,
it just
Pete.
dips.
His moobs. They're moobs.
It's that, and then it just dips into his stomach. Like there is no line. It just cuts off his chest. It's like, oh no, chest done, stomach now.
It's almost like, because this is clearly monkey art, and it just looks like he really wanted to play with the shadows. And I think
but it just didn't work.
The better of him.
It went a bit extreme in where the chest meets the stomach, because it also just sort of cuts off and sinks in. And it's like he's wearing a really extreme girdle that would kill anyone else, but Superman can handle it because he's Superman.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. I don't know.
Maybe that's what he's referring to. What have you done?
I will say, I agree with those complaints. I do like the shading on the faces, though. That's it. It's the heads and all the other characters in it are they're fine, but Superman's body is just ugly, and it kind of really ruined that panel for me. Which would be because it's kind of a good panel where you have them all stood there together, and it's like, okay, this is the team that we're going to be for the next issue, presumably. Yeah. Superman much better than the last issue. Some of the overall complaints of the rushing the town reveal of these various characters being monsters and Cobb's reveal. Some of that could have been better seeded, but I am liking the idea of keeping Kathy around now that she's a sympathetic alien kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's going interesting places now. Just last issue was definitely a bump in the road.